Okay, welcome back. So this is episode 4 of the Poporium, and we had a long break between the last episode we had and this one. And in between that, we were doing. I released a video on TikTok and on Instagram and Twitter of the giveaway and all the giveaway details and stuff like that. As far as that goes, there was a lot of information that I gave, and we're probably gonna have it in June. And sometime around, Jazz, what would you say? Like what? The end of June?
End of June, maybe.
Yes, we're gonna be doing a giveaway via Twitch. We're gonna have a lot of trivia. The trivia is gonna entail gaming, anime, and movies. And you can win out some good prizes. We have a $50 Steam gift card, a Apex 3 keyboard, and an Arctis 5 headphones. They're all able to win via the trivia questions. But we'll get into more detail to that as closer as the giveaway goes on. However, today we're going to be talking about anime of the future. We're going to be talking about a lot of different animes and the anime community. And today we have a guest from TikTok. We have Mariah with us here today.
Yay!
We also have Jazz as well.
Whoa.
Now, what we have, or actually one second. Jazz, take the floor from me.
Hey everyone. Today we're gonna be talking about upcoming anime and recent anime releases to kind of just discuss. And we also have the wonderful Mariah, otherwise known as the other Mariah on TikTok. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me. It's been a minute since I was on a podcast, so I'm happy to get back out there and be a voice for the people, so to speak. For the anime people.
Yeah, glad to get you back on one.
yeah, for sure.
Well, I think there's a very clear candidate for what to take the floor first. The recent release of a, I'd say like widely popular anime that just came out, which is Spy X Family.
Yes.
I haven't personally watched it though. I don't know. I haven't found the time. But I know the gist of it. I know that there's a dad, a mom, and a daughter, all of which are special in their own ways.
I mean, yeah, that's the Spark Notes version, I guess.
That is the Cliff Notes.
Yeah. Man, I cannot believe you have not seen it. I mean, granted, it's only just like the best anime of the year so far, but okay.
Hey, man.
I'll give you benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I have returned. Small little issue. Very small.
Yeah, we're mentioning Spy X Family.
Oh, the greatest anime of all time.
Oh, God. I feel suddenly out of my league.
Well, I wouldn't say quite that yet. It has very much so the potential to be that.
Well, I wouldn't go as above beyond to say that it's the best anime of all time, but I will say as right now, for a wholesome anime, or what, this is not considered like slice of life, is it?
It has a little slice of life to it, but
it seems like the kind of slice of life where it's still like
it's entertaining.
There's enough action to keep it entertaining for those who like action and spy movies, I think.
Definitely.
But I also can tell that there's a lot of like slice of life stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of. Go ahead.
Because like I'm gonna represent the people who haven't watched Spy X Family for a second, because I haven't. But because like isn't it about a family of just spies, basically?
No.
Well, the mother and dad. One of them is.
Well, the dad's a spy.
The dad is a spy, but
the
it's
dad's
not...
a spy. The dad's a spy. The mom's
an assassin.
An assassin, and the daughter
she just reads minds occasionally.
Yeah, she can read minds.
Yeah.
It's not a full Spy Kids scenario.
No,
okay,
no.
I didn't I mentioned Spy Kids as an anime. That's it. Perfect.
I mean, it'd be pretty dope as an anime, honestly. I wouldn't be mad at it.
God, I don't want to.
No, we need Kids Next Door to become
Dr.
an anime.
Electric as an anime character.
If Kids Next Door was an anime, the top villain would be Father.
Bro, Kids Next Door would pop off as an anime. Are you kidding me?
It would, because they would have to have semi-realistic scenarios, and also have it to where.
If it was
Mara, have you ever seen Kids Next Door?
A little bit here and there.
Have you seen Danny Phantom?
Yeah, very
Danny
much
Phantom.
so.
Danny
Who
Phantom.
hasn't seen that?
Danny Phantom as an anime will go hard. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
I will always feel like that in my spirit for sure.
Danny
There's
Phantom
so-
could have easily been a Teen Titan.
Oh yes. I was
Also-
talking about that the other day with my TikTok followers, and we were just talking about how like so many of us teenage girls back in the day used to totally simp over Danny. So
My
Damn,
goodness.
that's funny.
However, Spy X Family is a very good opener, I guess, for this conversation, because it is one of the anime that the anime community is kind of rotating around a lot.
It's very
I
recent.
think it's because it's a fresh release from all the shonens we got like just a few
Oh,
months
there's
ago.
so many shonens.
Like they were going crazy. Attack on Titan was rumbling.
Yeah. Didn't Attack on Titan, isn't it coming to an end? The anime?
No,
Yeah, well,
no, it's
I
not,
thought it
because
was.
we gotta wait another year.
Well,
For
series
last
wise,
one.
isn't it like nearing the end? Like,
Yes, and it
Yeah.
needs to
Seriously?
end so bad. It gotta stop. They're dragging it on way too much, in my opinion.
Hey, there's
But-
money to be made.
There is, but Mappa's like,
as long
They're-
as it
they're on
exists,
something.
money can be made, dude.
and here's what's even crazier. I don't think it's because like of all the shonens that have. Well, it is because all the shonens been coming out, but Spy X Family just has. It's got everything that you kind of want in anime. It's got some goofiness, some serious tones, and some action. I mean, it's a very good show. It's a very good show. Like if you're first watching anime, I would start you off with Spy X Family.
Yeah, honestly, like, obviously I'm not starting off with anime, but like, I feel like it would be a very like soothing kind of thing. Like, it doesn't just like throw a bunch of new concepts in your face. It's just, okay, this family, there's a spy, assassin, and a psychic. Perfect.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and then the relationship between Twilight and Anya, you can see like he cares about the mission, but I do really feel like at some point he's gonna either A, say I don't feel like doing this anymore, like I want to raise Anya, or like B, like him and Yor are actually just gonna get together and just raise Anya.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing with this show is in particular is it's kind of the sort of clash of a normal life versus your secret life of being a spy or an assassin or reading minds and so on and so forth, but also like not having a family while you're that thing and slowly establishing a relationship, because I mean, spoiler alert, in the first episode, Lloyd is just like, I'm just gonna get this kid. It doesn't really matter. Maybe she's an idiot. I don't know. I'll probably just use her for the mission, and then I'll throw her right back into the orphanage, whatever. And it kind of has
Jeez.
that little Orphan Annie type of complex of, yeah, we just need this kid for like the look of it. We don't really need it for the feels. And then slowly you start to see that father-daughter dynamic of like really encouraging her, and she's looking up to him, and they're both kind of lying to each other because she reads his mind in order to answer his questions, so he adopts her in the first place, and he's like, yeah, I'll just pretend to be your father, but I'm really a spy on a mission. So overall it's really interesting. And then when the mother or Yor gets introduced, she's like this hardcore assassin who is just taking out people left and right, and then she also has this super soft, almost meek personality any other time.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like, I'm gonna say it, and I know it's a term that many people that really like. It sounds like a found family type thing, where it's like
Definitely.
a group of people who are like, yeah, I don't need people, I don't need friends, I don't need family, and then they come together and it's like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, I like this.
Well, at least for
This
the
is-
parents.
This is something I can get into.
This is something I can. This is. I'm good with this. I'm good with
Because
this.
I'm not gonna lie, the way Anya thinks and how she like rotates around reading like minds and stuff when it comes to different individuals and whatnot, you can kind of tell that she, as a child, she knows her own traumas and stuff. Because you can tell she's had some form of trauma because there's
Of course.
backstories and whatnot
Oh,
of her like remembering, yeah. And
Shh,
my thing is,
spoilers.
like, with her and the peanuts, I'm assuming they gave her a peanut every time she did something good, and that's why she likes them.
I could see
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, what's going
I'm
on?
really getting close to thinking of like I think Twilight's gonna find out that the organization had her at some point, and he's either gonna get very upset and angry, or you know what I mean, because they were potentially using her and other children for like like how
Experiments.
for experiments and whatnot in the war that they're currently like dealing with on both sides. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting, I think. And I mean, they keep introducing little elements here and there. Like they just introduced Damien in the last episode, who ends up being Anya's bully. And
man, Anya said no.
Anya said, "Oh, why don't you taste this fist?" But
Damn.
it was very much so like, okay, this is another new dynamic for this whole family to deal with, because literally the school is like, so we got to tell you that your daughter punched this little boy in the face. So
I don't think
here's
Twilight and Yor are very good influences in that case.
I
But then-
mean, it's pretty much like, is Gojo a good teacher? So
Yeah.
it's like
But then
same dynamic.
here's what's even crazier though. It's not even Anya doesn't have a bully. All right, Damien has a bully. All right, and if he didn't open his mouth up and say anything, we wouldn't have had this issue. I mean, he would have never ran into that fist.
He never would have caught these hands.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Anya also within the show kind of showcases our own reactions to things. Because even at one point when Lloyd and Yor are talking to each other and Anya's in the middle, she's like, "Are y'all gonna keep flirting right now? Like, do I need to go somewhere?" And they're like, "Whoa, what? We're not flirting. No, that's not what we're doing right now." And
I really like I like how, because in a lot of anime, strange hair colors come with being the main character, but I really like how, while Anya, I believe Anya is the little girl.
yeah,
I like how she has very colorful, very like unnatural hair, but then there's Twilight and Yor who have very normal looking hair. So it's very like, because you think that she's the main character, and she is basically the main character, but there's also like the two adults who are also pivotal points of the story, which look more normal.
I would agree to that, because then also look at the the theme songs, the the credits
outros.
and stuff like that. Like it's all from Anya's perspective.
I
more or less.
guarantee.
But it
here's
also
another
makes them
theory.
feel more like spies, though, or spy and assassin, because they're undercover, and they're not
Yeah.
noticeable.
But it was crazier is I think another theory that I'm about to just throw into the open, like out of nowhere, is that I feel as though Anya is the one telling the story from what she's experienced, and then like at the end of it all, we're either gonna see her and them, like her older with them, or she's gonna be like, that's how I got a family or whatever.
Oh,
That'd be cute.
that would be sweet. Yeah.
That'd be very cute.
That'd be kind of cute.
I don't know. I haven't read the manga, so, and usually when I'm watching an anime and I've never read the manga, I don't even touch the manga until after the anime is done.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
crazy. That's understandable though. I'm not gonna lie. The first, and speaking of mangas, I don't mind if I, or you don't mind if I jump to Kaiju number 8, do you?
Come on.
I'm like, go for it, I guess.
So speaking of mangas, it's actually crazy because I bought my first manga not too long ago. I was very interested and Kaiju number 8. It's a it's a kaiju anime, put like that. It sure deserves. And the main character is Kafka, and he's a cleaner basically. So like after long battles, like with the kaijus, whatever, him and his team or
Oh,
department, they come in and they clean up, the kaijus, corpses.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, the manga actually blurs
The
organs
entire
and
page?
whatnot.
That
Not
bad,
the
huh?
entire page. It's not.
It's kaiju guts. Imagine
Yeah.
Godzilla. Imagine seeing Godzilla's organs.
Yeah, like imagine like if we had a Godzilla attack and then we had to go clean up Godzilla after that.
Yeah, that's what you don't. That's what you
No
don't see.
thanks.
That's what you don't see in Power. That's what you don't see in Power Rangers. You see the monster of the week getting swept away.
Right.
Yeah, and then the contraction's like, man, god damn.
You don't see it in Jujutsu Kaisen. They'll just be like, now I guess we got to rebuild our homes and businesses.
Imagine.
Guess I gotta get my deposit. Guess I'm not getting my deposit.
It's like you're minding your business, and your house is just destroyed. You're like, bro, what the fuck?
Not again.
You go to the insurance company, they're like, what happened? It's like, bro, y'all tell me. I was at the grocery store. I come back, my house is gone.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, sir. You don't have the kaiju insurance in your policy. I'm afraid we can't cover that.
Bro, but then here's what's even more wild about the show. So Kafka is minding his business and is cleaning up the kaiju or whatever. And we go into this short little story, like as I was reading through, his friend Noya, I don't know how to pronounce the names, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna call
Doing
her.
your best.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
good. And people wonder why I nickname every character when I'm reviewing shows, because I don't know how to pronounce the names at all most of the time.
I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'm gonna just call her Noya. Noya is his friend or her friend, and she works as like one of the hunters that hunt down the kaijus, like when the kaiju attacks happen. So she runs her own department of kaiju hunters, and he semi-manages his own department when it comes to cleaning up afterwards. He wanted to be like her and help her fight the kaiju because that was their dream as children.
Oof.
However, every time he took the exam, he failed.
Oof.
That's funny.
So
You gotta hate that.
yeah, so one day they they're a little late. It's him and another associate that he's working with, and as they're walking home, he hears something, and a kaiju, pops up out of the ground and tries to eat his friend. So he does what most anime protagonists do, and he jumps in to save the day.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
So he jumps in, pushes him out the way, and they wind up running or whatever. For some odd reason, he's surviving this kaiju's attacks, and he wants to get slammed into a wall. His friend helps him up. They're running whatever, and Noya comes and she kills the kaiju. And then the next page, they wake up in a hospital. Look in the hospital, the guy next to him, he's like, "Thank you. You really saved my life. If it wasn't for you, I'd be dead right now." Literally 2 seconds, a kaiju just flies in the window, just crawls into the main character's mouth.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Full on, just kind of worms its way in, or
It
a
was-
face hugger.
Like, put like this, it's like a bee going into a nest. That's what it looked like.
Oh my
Ugh.
god, that's such a bad analogy. It's such a terrible analogy.
Does not
You
paint
just-
a pretty picture.
He just flew right in there, and then literally within not even a second, he turns into a kaiju, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
What?
It was
Harry
it was such a big ass turn for me, because it wasn't just like, oh, the next 2 pages, he's developing kaiju abilities. No,
No,
immediately.
On the spot, immediately turns into
Now.
kaiju.
Here's what's wilder. So he's confused. Him and his buddy are like, yo, like, what's going on? Like what's happening to me? And he's got amazing strength. He has a strength stronger than most kaijus. A kaiju attack happens because they're running now. Because now people in the hospital are like, yo, like, Where did
Wait a
this
second,
man come from?
Wait, if he's a kaiju, then wouldn't he become big?
No, apparently he's a human-sized. It's like a suit almost.
Oh, so it's
it was
kind of like
convenient.
Yeah, it was convenient. So like,
all the strength of a kaiju, but like in the body of a human.
yeah, but he looked like a kaiju. He looked like a human kaiju.
Oh, so he just kind of got all scaly.
Yeah, the
Nice.
way he looks is very. I have Joseph.
He just turned into a Godzilla mascot.
I have Joseph put it on the screen.
All right, I'm like, is this like a kind of a Spider-Man villain moment? Like, what do we?
Put it like Venom suit. It's like that, except Venom doesn't talk to you. You just
Yikes.
put the suit on, put the suit on. So he's running around and whatnot, and him and his friend are trying to find somewhere to hide. So because he doesn't want to get hunted down and killed by his best friend. So
Oh, of course, obviously.
yeah, so he's
That'd
running.
be horrifying.
It'd be deceitful.
It's almost like that's the point, yeah.
It is. He's running around the town. It's nighttime, by the way. So I'm trying to paint a scenery.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
nighttime. It's nighttime, and he's running around. A bigger kaiju erupts. So
Of
now
course.
their main focus is that one. Like they don't care about the one that was just reported, which was him.
They don't care about the mascot who's running around in a Godzilla costume.
Yeah, no, they want him. Like they want the bigger one. So
Oh yeah, bigger the target and more rep.
yeah, but before the kaiju, appears, he heard it before the alarms went off. So I guess that's like one of the abilities he has.
Better hearing.
And yeah, so he goes and he says, I gotta go help them. Because he sees a girl screaming and crying, and
Of
like
course.
the mom's caught under rubble. So like he goes, he helps them, and the kaiju's sitting there, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a kaiju, I'm gonna eat you."
Oh gosh,
I'm sure he said that too. I'm sure he,
No.
exactly
went-
like that. Same.
I'm sure
tone
he
and
went down.
everything.
I'm sure he went down to the humans level and said, "Oh,
I'm gonna eat you.
kaiju, I'm gonna eat you."
So and then for like One Punch Man, he literally punched the kaiju one time, and the kaiju immediately exploded. And
What?
it started
So-
raining blood, and everything was everywhere.
Well, I
Wait.
guess he didn't get much rep there. Imagine a kaiju standing on a kaiju, raining blood everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
no,
horrifying.
so it is. So, and it's crazier is the girl was just terrified. She was like, "Huh?"
Right, she just had to like sustain a carry moment where blood
Yeah.
is raining down upon her, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I won prom queen, but now I gotta kill everybody.
Every single person in the town, the block probably had a carry moment.
But his was even
Prom is
wilder.
ruined.
The
Oh, yeah,
mom,
they're all gonna laugh at you.
the
Oh, they're all
mom,
gonna laugh at each other. Haha, you're covered in blood, so am I.
so messed up.
I can't.
The mom and the girl were like what just happened? And he was like, "Oh, don't worry." He was like, "I'm not a kaiju or anything." He was like, "I don't know what's actually going on. I just had to help y'all." And the girl just does a 180. She's like, "Thank you, kind sir."
Oh no, she's gonna need serious therapy. It's coming.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
She's like, "Thank you for saving me and my mommy." And then he just takes her to the hospital and he goes escapes.
Of course.
And then the next morning, witness reports that they named him Kaiju number 8. And that's where I'm gonna leave that at.
Wow.
Yeah, it was I'm not good at storytelling. I can only tell stories from bits and pieces of my memory.
That's fair. No, it sounds good.
It was definitely an interesting read. I'm curious to see what the anime will like uphold, but it's crazy to me how mangas do more than comic books sometimes. Because like I read a lot of graphic novels. However, here's what I don't understand about manga: why is the first 2 pages colored and the rest black and white? Y'all
So
gotta
you-
fix that.
So
Oh.
you know what colors to imagine with all the characters.
Nah, I ain't asked for that. Okay.
I know a lot of mangas that have like all of the characters like portraits at the beginning, at like the beginning of the thing, and it has all the names so you can like reference it. I like that a lot because I'm bad with names.
Yeah, no, that's cool. However, don't trick me. Like, I get it's my first manga, and I know all mangas in black and white, but I feel like it'd be cooler if they had a colored version and a black and white version.
Well, it's expensive, it's expensive to go full color. And I mean, as someone who's been buying manga since she was about 12 years old, I personally appreciate when they have the little synopsis at the beginning of different ones too of what happened in the previous volume, because I'm currently reading probably 20 different stories right now. So I get it all mixed up. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
is what it is, fam.
it is what it is. Could I flip flop to another?
Go for it.
We talked about shonen very, very briefly, but a lot of shonen are coming back with new seasons soon. Not soon, but upcoming. You could say it's the anime of the future.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay.
there are two specific ones. One I'm very, very excited for. The third season of Demon Slayer is going to come out with the Swordsmith Village arc.
Yes.
It's coming out in 2023, and I think that's really cool because I got into Demon Slayer very quickly these past few months.
Okay, don't hate me. I've only watched 3 episodes of Demon Slayer.
Aww. Come on.
Get out the room.
Here's the thing. I can't say anything because I didn't watch Spy X Family, so I can't say anything.
The art took me completely out of it. I can hear the crowds like wailing in pain by me saying that, but
yeah, I am the crowds.
They look like Russian dolls to me. Like,
yeah, they have it's very good. Okay, well, look, I love the story. I'm a big fan of demons. I'm a big fan of demons, and just how they portray demons is really interesting to me.
I do agree to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like they paint a picture of like they weren't always like this. Like they had lives and whatnot, and then they got turned into demons by
they were turned into demons. Yeah, that's the thing. And most of the demons have this like backstory you learn. Basically, all of the demons trauma dump on Tanjiro before they die, and that's basically the whole show.
Yeah, but Tanjiro gives them peace.
Yeah, he does. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, y'all were little shits. However,
love Tanjiro. He's like, I hate you, demon scum. But also, do you have anything you want to say before you die? And most of the time, they're like, I do have something I want to say before I die. I do. He's so nice to them, and it's so strange.
It's like all I wanted to do was make pizzas at my pizza shop.
All I wanted to do was get one last slice of Domino's pizza. And then Tanjiro's like, here you go. You can't eat it, but here you go. And he's like, thank you, and then he dies. It's horrifying. The show gets like really sad at points, but also like really weird.
No, Tanjiro literally embodies realistic emotions to certain situations. I'd be pissed too if I cut your head off and you ain't died yet. Like,
if you cut someone's head off and they keep talking, I'd be fucking pissed.
Bro, like, I'd be livid, because, like...
Well, here's the thing. I'd probably be horrified that someone's head is detached from their body, but then I'd be like, how are you not dead?
No,
especially if it's like your 100th time doing it.
Yeah, like, the whole thing is, like, with Tanjiro, like, in the last entertainment arc, he killed her. He won. He cut her head off successfully. What pissed me off is that she didn't die. And I'm sitting here like,
yeah, that's the whole point.
I get that, but like,
the whole point is that she didn't die.
Exactly. The whole thing is when he cuts, the head off the demons, they should die immediately. Like,
yeah, that's why. That's what they. It's because they're up. She was an Upper Moon 6.
Exactly, but Nezuko was whooping her ass, and I feel as though we should have kept that going. I don't know why it stopped.
She was going feral. Okay.
Yeah, listen, she had to do what she had to do.
But there's actually another anime, one that I'm not actually that into. Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academia. The next season, it's gonna come out season 6.
Yeah, from my understanding, Midoriya is about to go on a. He's irritated. Like, he's about to go on a very long.
He's about to go crazy.
Long rampage. I mean, not necessarily crazy. I think it's more of the fact of he's just fed up, bro. Like, imagine being a hero, and your job is to be a hero. Like, that's your job. That's how you
Yeah.
get paid. That's your livelihood. Yada yada yada.
Yep.
But then there's people that just keep fucking with you. Like, at some point, I don't understand how these heroes in like DC and Marvel have the sanity to deal with that every single day.
Easy
I
answer:
couldn't
DC
do
Marvel,
it.
they don't. DC and
Like,
Marvel, they don't.
Right. They don't at all.
no, DC characters, for some odd reason, they're like, yo, let's put him in jail. But he just killed 40,000 people. I said put him in jail.
Literally, like, I'm gonna call him out on this. Batman, what are you doing? Seriously, it's literally like, this man has killed, like, he has killed the entire population of Gotham. He's basically killed the amount of people that equal the population of Gotham itself, and Batman's like, put him in Arkham.
Right.
Honestly, at some point, make a new prison.
No.
Make a new prison.
Here's what kills me. Batman is the most smartest person in Gotham. And here's what's
You're
crazy
obviously
to me.
not.
He has money. Here's what's even crazier. They don't know his identity. If he wanted to, if he felt like it, all he has to do is this, because he knows his villains in and out, just design a cell that they can't escape from.
Exactly.
And keep
that.
them there. And it's not even that, but you really could walk up as Bruce Wayne and say you want to make a deal with the Joker. And then while you're in front of him, shoot him. And then laugh. And then call that a joke to Joker and leave. And say, hey, I'm Batman, kid. And just keep walking.
You had me at he knows everything about the villains, make a cell they can't escape from, but you lost me at shoot Joker.
No, shoot him.
Right.
I
He
think
doesn't
Jason
need
Todd
good.
should shoot Joker, but I really
see
don't
that.
think Bruce would ever do that.
Here's what kills me about
Yeah.
Batman's morals.
Alfred would, though.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Send Alfred to go kill him. Alfred would do it with no...
would
Joker breaks into the Wayne Manor once, he's gone. He is
Exactly.
Yes,
There's
it's
no
perfect.
coming back from that.
gone. Alfred Pennyworth would fucking double tap that man.
And here's what's even wilder. Here's what baffles me. Batman knows he can do these things.
Exactly.
And he says, if I do it, man, I'm just not going to stop. If you know you're not going to stop, just set yourself up to just not do it in the first place. If you're consciously aware, that's like saying, if I smoke this cigarette, I can get addicted. Don't smoke it,
Bro,
then.
he's insane, dude. Bruce Wayne is one of the most... Here's the thing. The thing about Bruce Wayne is that he's so mentally ill, he thinks what he's doing is a good thing. It's like...
I mean,
yeah,
in theory, what he's doing,
stopping mass murderers is good. Dressing up in a bat suit to beat them up and throw them in a prison, which they've escaped from numerous times, is technically a good thing. But if you think about it, he could just, make a better prison. Don't they have like a satellite in orbit?
No,
that
that's,
is like
that's,
their watchtower?
Yeah, they do. And what's crazy is Superman said it
Can't
on.
they just make a prison?
But that's
Yeah,
the
like
point. Like, that's the point of Gotham as a whole, just as a entire place, is that everyone in Gotham is insane to some degree.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're in Gotham and you don't have some kind of mental illness, you're not gonna last.
No, but here's what's even wilder. If you live in, like, there's people in Gotham, like civilians, they're just trying to work a 9 to 5, bro.
You live there because the rent is so low. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
yo,
Oh,
but then
yeah.
he was
Like
probably like
wild.
$5 for rent.
It's probably, dude.
I'm
if you're
sorry.
living,
I'm sorry, but it drives me insane because it's like, all these villains live here. I don't have the patience. If I'm in, how am I gonna spend my boss? I'm late to work. How Batman needed my car. Like,
how are you supposed to explain it? You go up to their face, you say that a giant, like, clockwork penguin was thrown onto my car, broke the windshield, and exploded, and that's why I had to walk to work today, sir.
The boss is like, all right, yeah, that happened to me last week. You all right?
Yeah, that happens to all
Yeah,
of that. That
that's the
happens a
norm in
lot.
Gotham. It's like, I got held up at the coffee shop because some dude
Right.
dressed up as a clown.
I
look.
walked outside and somehow someone stole my stairs. Like,
But look, here's what's crazy. Here's my thought process, right? If you take every civilian and they just say, you know what, we're not living here no more. They just leave, and you just leave all the villains in Gotham. You're gonna get bored. You're gonna realize their purpose is nothing. Most of Batman's villains don't even have a purpose. They're just
Batman
villains.
leaves, Joker stops. That's it.
Exactly. Batman leaves, Joker's
never
gonna have
shows
nothing
up
to
again.
do.
He becomes like John Doe again. He's fine.
Just Joker doesn't really have a goal. He's an asshole.
He's supposed to fuck with Batman.
He's
His
just
goal
insane.
is, I hate his goal is not even I hate Batman. It's just I want to drive Batman crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
The biggest out Batman's ever took is Jason Todd.
And then he took it again when Jason Todd came back, and he was like, "I'm not gonna kill the Joker."
However, we're drifting.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne takes so many L's. I mean, to be fair, I mean, like, I don't know, man.
I mean, he even takes
If you
them
can
from Selena. Come on,
Hey, man. I mean, if he can, he can't have taken too many L's if he can still get Selena, right? If he can still get with Selena, right?
I mean, she wants him to get him. That's the point.
That's true. I don't think Batman's smart enough to get. Then again, I feel like there's a lot of Batman's rogues that are smarter than Batman.
Oh, 100%.
Why? Can I just say something? What is it about Batman and attracting supervillains with PhDs? Like Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, like Man-Bat has a degree. Man-Bat was a biologist. It's like, what the fuck? Dude, get a job. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, even the Riddler.
Even the Riddler, like, I'm not sure about how many canons, but like, at least in Gotham, he worked for the police department.
Yeah.
He had a good job. They all had good jobs. Bane's been like that though. I think Bane's just been like that though.
I don't know. When you
I respect the hell out of Bane.
It just is what it is, yeah.
We're so off topic now, but I respect the hell out of Bane.
Yeah, no. Bane is
he's just a guy.
He's just a
guy who wants to fight. And honestly, I respect it. He should just open a gym though.
No, it's not even just that. Bane's just sad because like he just wants to find out where his family's at.
They're all sad. They're all sad and desperately need a found family. That's why the rogues exist. Is that why Batman keeps them all together? So that they can have a found family and not be as destructive as they could be?
They need a Spy X family. That's what they need.
That's what they need. On the topic of Spy X Family, there's a lot of movies coming out this year, anime movies, or this year and further down the line. There's a lot of anime movies coming out. I saw online that there's something called Dragon Ball Superhero.
Oh my god!
I don't know if that's a movie.
It is a movie, but it's like, why?
Let it be.
Oh, I don't want
to. Say your piece, Jaden.
Dragon Ball is dead to me, and here's why.
Okay.
No. I don't like it no more.
Wow. 38 minutes in, and we're already losing our fan, or we're already losing our anime fan. Oh no.
Because put it like this. It's
speak your truth.
You know, Jazz, take it, Jazz. Go on, talk about it.
I'm gonna take it and immediately redirect it to That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime movie. I've never watched That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime, but I've heard it's a good movie, a good show.
Same.
I think here's the thing. I want to watch it. It's just that I don't have much. I have so many on my plate. And like I think the idea is really good because I'm a big fan of fantasy shit, and slimes are obviously a high fantasy thing. Big fan of fantasy. But I really think it would be an interesting show because isn't it one of those kinds of shows where it's like regular human person reincarnates into a high fantasy world? Isn't it that kind of show?
I mean,
I think so.
That's weirdly common.
Oh, that's a huge trend right now, all over the place. Like even one of my high school friends is in a show that's the exact thing, pretty much. Yeah,
Damn.
she's a voice actress in what is it?
Damn.
The Greatest Demon Lord is reborn as a typical nobody. She plays
Is
like,
she actually?
Yeah, she plays the English dub elf girl that's his like best friend and super
Damn.
bouncy sidekick.
Good for her.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Now-
that's a huge trend.
Call on the podcast. No.
No. Well, maybe another one.
Yeah,
But that's really sick, and I think that I really like the fantasy anime, but it feels like it's used so much that it's hard to find one, like try to find the one you want to watch. You know?
that doesn't mimic the other ones. Like,
Yeah,
No,
because like
there's tons of reused tropes over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
because like to transition, the Seven Deadly Sins is coming out with another season at
I'm
some
not
point,
watching
right? Good.
I mean, good.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna speak lightly about Seven Deadly Sins. The way I got into Seven Deadly Sins was I watched the first episode. I waited a year and a half to actually start watching it because of the simple fact that I don't like when the main character is an asshole,
Huh?
and that's what Meliodas is.
Huh?
He is a dickhead.
Huh?
What?
Let me tell you something.
I agree with that to an extent.
Huh? What's
What?
going on here?
Do you want to say that
First
that
off,
the
excuse
main
me.
character being a pervert
Huh?
makes sense?
Excuse me, sir. Hold on.
Have
Let me
you?
get. Let me go get my lawyer outfit. Give me a second.
Oh,
Okay, go get your lawyer. Bring the lawyer in the call. I'll talk to him.
I brought Ace Phoenix right. I'm calling objection.
Oh, I
You
thought you
can't
were gonna go
afford
get
Ace.
Johnny Depp's lawyer.
No. What?
Oh, no.
No. That would have been.
Not Johnny's.
I would have won. First
Wait,
off,
I
put
want
like
to fight.
this. Okay, let's put this in shorter terms. Imagine dying, coming back,
Imagine
dying.
dying.
No. I'm not done. This is case file A. Okay, this is
Oh,
not even
Lord.
B yet.
Not the case files.
Imagine dying, coming back, dying again, coming back, dying again, coming back, and then every time you die, the girl that you fell in love with, she loves you back, loses her memory, and starts life all over again. Every single time. And every single time she gets her memories back, she dies.
What?
I mean, that overall, that just sounds unfortunate and like a really messed up version of 50 First Dates.
Exactly.
Oh,
Every single time Elizabeth comes back, like she gets her memories back of Meliodas and like their relationship and like, because they're husband and wife, she dies.
what?
That's her curse. She has to restart life all over again. Somewhere completely different from Meliodas. And she dies.
I am
Meliodas-
not that far in Seven Deadly
Listen,
Sins.
Meliodas-
Also, that doesn't excuse
No, I'm
Meliodas.
not done. I'm
He
not done.
doesn't know her. She doesn't know him.
No, she does.
She
she-
doesn't. That's the
No,
whole
no,
point
no,
of the
no,
curse.
no.
She doesn't remember him.
Exactly.
That doesn't-
However,
That doesn't make it okay for him to
How-
like
however,
rope her.
however,
Jaden,
hey,
stop defending this
I don't
man.
know how to
before you get. Stop defending this man before you get canceled on Twitter.com. I will leak your Twitter
hey,
and it will get
hey.
canceled.
Not Twitter.
Not my Twitter.
Not the Twitter.
First off, okay, I can't defend that action. No, but what I can defend is him touching his wife. That's what I can defend.
It's not his wife. It's another incarnation of her that doesn't know
that's
him.
her. It's just she just restarts life every single time.
That's called.
But like this,
restarts life
it's not a
is
different conscience. It's
wrong.
her.
But she's in a
It's-
different body.
No, it's
Does
her body every
she-
time.
Does she remember him?
She does. She gets her memories back and then she forgets it again.
No. At the beginning of the show, first episode, does she know him?
No.
What does he do to her immediately?
Yeah, I can't defend you.
Well.
I Can't defend you.
Jaden.
Right, you just quit. Ooh, you quit your job fast.
Can't defend
Apologize.
you.
Apologize before you get canceled on Twitter.com.
I can't defend you. I'm sorry.
Apology video. Apology video.
I try. I'm not doing that.
I'm so sorry.
Hashtag.
I am so sorry for the words of my co-host. He didn't mean it.
Yeah.
He was tired at the time.
I thought I could defend his actions. I cannot. However, Escanor is worse.
Okay, you're really throwing Escanor under the bus. Okay, let's not get into more spoiler territory. Seven Deadly Sins, new season coming out. Netflix has a lot of it on there.
Yeah.
What are your guys' feelings about the show? Have you guys watched it?
I've watched a lot of Seven Deadly Sins, at least the first season, because on TikTok everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you need to watch Seven Deadly Sins," and I was like, let's give it a try. I'm usually not like a huge type of fantasy buff, like, oh, we're just a jolly crew of people on a never-ending journey, like that type of thing. So I kind of like, I tapped in and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of funny, kind of cute, kind of, oh wow, that character's annoying. Oh wow, that character's annoying too.
Something's not adding up here.
I can't
I'm
say
now
you're
running
wrong.
I'm running through like picture memories of this show. Half these characters are sus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bond is
hundreds.
sus. Escanor was lied to. Then he became sus. Meliodas is sus off jump.
Off the jump.
And King is
But
Simp,
honestly,
which
if
is
you
objectively worse.
no.
But
I mean,
honestly, take a look at shows kind of with the same dynamic of here's a merry band of misfits going on this never-ending journey and yada yada yada. Like Inuyasha, for example,
Inuyasha was annoying.
they're all freaking annoying or have something sus about them to an extent. Sorry, Inuyasha fans, I bailed. I did what I had to do. But like,
You did your time.
oh
You did your
yeah,
time.
I gave it a good chance. I mean, theme songs, total bops. But at the same time, come on now, how many times do I need to listen to Inuyasha and Kagome scream each other's names at each other the whole episode?
The only anime that does it right is like what Band of Misfits is probably One Piece. And
You mean the never-ending story?
The never-ending story.
no, One Piece is not never ending. Like it's gonna.
Dude, how many episodes have there been though?
It's been on since I was like in 8th grade or some crap.
Listen, it's been on since I was 9. It's no different than JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
I guess.
It's long. It's got they cover. Oda does good storytelling, and I can't lie about that. And the amount of filler that's in One Piece is significantly lower than what it was for Naruto's. Naruto is just 756 episodes.
Damn, there's been 1,000 chapters on One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, Naruto's 756 episodes. And that's not even including Naruto Shippuden. So like imagine watching Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. You're really just, you just have to watch like 200 or 300 more episodes of that. I mean, it's not that bad. If you can watch Naruto within a month, you could finish literally One Piece and get caught up within about a month and a half. Not even.
Sure,
If
let
you
me
watch-
just quit my job.
You don't have to necessarily quit
Let me
your
just
job. Like
stop
you can rotate.
interacting with friends and
You
just
can rotate.
let me listen to the show. Let me listen to the show as a podcast while I sleep.
No, but you can rotate between different animes. Like, you can watch an episode of One Piece, and then if you don't want to watch it the next day, you don't have to. But you can watch it.
You know that study where
from
if you
watching it.
listen to things while you sleep, you'll slowly learn them,
Yeah,
like
but One
listening
Piece,
to like
you're not gonna be able to do
language teachers.
Yeah.
That's what you'd have to do to get it done in a year.
that. No, One Piece is not that long. People exaggerate One Piece, and in my personal opinion, it has to be an attention thing because it's not that long.
Yeah,
like,
because
it's
when you
the
hear that
equivalent-
something has 100+ volumes as a
yeah,
manga,
but that's like
it's
someone
hard.
saying writing a 2-page essay is long. It's not. Just double space. It's not.
But that's the thing. Like when you're someone like me, for example, who's watching like 7 different
Hold
shows
on,
at
hold on.
once.
Yeah, that is valid.
Can
That
I
is
just
valid.
address
But
that,
if you're watching
Jaden, that
one
your
episode,
example of the essay, you literally just said, it 2-page essay, that's not that long. Just
or
take a shortcut to make it shorter.
all right. We'll put it like this. Put it like
Okay,
this. Put it like
Right, make
this.
the
That's
font
like
bigger.
yeah.
just make the font bigger.
But that's like someone.
Double
All right.
space.
New analogy. That's like someone saying, I
13
need you
points
to
and a
write
12.
a 1,300 page or a 1,300 word essay.
1,300 page would be about as long as
Yeah.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, a 1,300 word essay.
Hey man,
Take
that
the
was
I
a,
gotta change Jazz's
Dude,
my mind on this.
Listen, look. I have no choice now. Have any of you watched an episode of One Piece?
yes.
Okay. How many episodes did y'all watch?
I don't know because I was a child.
Okay.
Removing
okay.
2.5 minutes from each episode for the intro and outro, the 927 episodes last a total of 19,930 minutes. This is 332 hours or 13.84 days. That's
Yes.
2 weeks.
That's one episode per day.
No! That's total. 927 episodes, 332 hours. That's 2 weeks full of episodes. That's how long it would take if you started. No, that's how long it would take if you started it and didn't stop it.
Oh, I mean, but no one's realistically going to do that though. What I'm saying is,
So that's even
Exactly.
longer than 14 days.
no. But listen, look, Jazz. How many episodes did you watch One Piece?
1.
Okay.
I was in a freaking ramen restaurant that played a One Piece episode.
Okay, and you sat there and watched the entire episode.
I watched up from like when I walked into the episode that I carried over to.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You didn't really watch the episode.
Well, here's the thing.
Not
I wasn't
the interrogation.
I was in good company, but not great company, so I was kind of distracted for a long time.
Okay, so you were looking
I
at
was
it, but you wasn't. It wasn't episode
mainly
1.
paying attention. It wasn't episode 1. It was
Okay,
definitely
okay.
in the middle of an arc that I did not know.
And Mariah, you watched it when you were a child.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes as a kid. I always thought they looked like those kind of inflatable things in front of car dealerships.
Okay.
And I was just
Okay.
kind of like,
You get a
I'm bored.
pass. Jazz, you do not get a pass because you didn't watch an episode. You didn't watch the first episode.
I'm not saying that it's a bad show, Jim.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying.
I'm not
you said
saying
that.
it's a
I'm
bad.
just
I'm saying that it would take 4 weeks of unending watching
Yeah,
of binging
but you
To
have
see all
to
of
finish
it.
the show.
But look. You have to be realistic. No one's doing that. You
So what
can
you're
watch
saying
it.
is,
I'm saying watch it. You don't have to rush to catch up to us. You can just watch the episodes.
But what if you just don't want to? That's the thing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If you don't want to, that's fine. However, I don't enjoy when people say something's bad if they haven't seen it.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
I will let you live for now.
Right. I don't think he's saying it's bad. I think it's just like it's long. And it's like those are the types of things that you have to commit to. Literally when someone sees like, oh, a season is 12 episodes or oh, a season is 24 episodes, they're saying, okay, I can commit to that. When it's hundreds and hundreds of hours,
Wait, so what you're saying is you can't commit to long animes?
I can, but it's the difference between let me binge a season of Castlevania versus let me binge every vampire anime in existence. like
Wait. Something seems a little off here.
Jaden, here's the thing. I binged the entirety of season 1, season 2, and I'm going to start season 3 of Demon Slayer. Not season 3, but I watched season 1, the Mugen Train arc, and then and now I'm going to watch season 2 when the dub comes out. Pretty much probably already came out of Demon Slayer. That took me 3 days,
Does anyone in here watch?
and I didn't even watch it all those 3 days.
Does anyone watch JoJo's? No.
No. I started to.
Why?
I started to, and it didn't really hit me.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just like it's not my cup of tea.
that's understandable. Mariah, did you watch it?
I mean, there was an attempt made,
Mm.
and I kind of feel like Jazz, like it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, a show has to hook me from jump or within the first 3 episodes, and in order to keep my attention, and even then, there's a chance that I might bail on it and go and come back to it eventually. But it's just one of those things of I'm also like a heavy romance anime, romance manga girl. So that's, and I have to admit it, I'm an art snob. So if I'm like, the art looks weird to me, I'll bail. Like, that's just kind of how I am.
I'm appalled.
I'm sorry. Listen, you saw my TikTok page, right?
I've seen it. I love it. I enjoy it. However,
Like,
what I'm currently hearing today,
but my whole
I know,
aesthetic
I know,
is
I know,
like,
I know the
okay,
aesthetic.
who's gonna be in the Anime Daddy Olympics? Like, come on. That's
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, no, there's a whole entire.
Hey, Mariah, can you explain that to the people who don't watch your content? What the Anime Daddy Olympics is?
Okay, so for my own personal thirst crew, which that's
Do you take applications?
oh, I do.
I gotta fill out a form real quick.
We welcome everyone. Anyone who is thirsty, you get a cup and everything. Um,
Oh, damn.
but pretty much like the Anime Daddy Olympics is just part of the many different programs I have within my sector of the anime world. We have the Junior Daddy Scholarship Program, we have the Forbidden Daddy League, we have the we have the Daddy Hall of Fame, we have our Anime Daddy Cafe. Like, come on, we're a brand over here. So, but yeah, the Anime Daddy Olympics is pretty much like, let's take some of the hottest anime guys and they would be in Olympic events, so to speak.
Oh boy. Oh.
Also, for the record, Jaden, I actually found a more recent, updated, like, with more of the recent episodes that came out. Apparently, it would actually take 15 days of nonstop watching to finish it.
Jazz.
So that's half a month.
Jazz, when this camera comes off, Jazz.
Oh, am I gonna get beat?
In a court of law. this showcase premeditation.
No court of law. Oh, no court of law.
Oh man.
I'm just going to get beat. I could do
can't.
the math to see how long it would take if you watch like 2 hours every day.
We'll do that.
Do you want me to do
later.
that?
I'm not now.
Okay.
However,
Join our Discord and you'll see me post how long it would take you to watch the entirety of One Piece if you watch 2 hours every day. Join our Discord.
Yeah, I'll put the Discord link in the bottom.
Also, join Mariah's Discord.
Yeah, Amara, you have a Discord?
Yeah, it's on the page.
I'm not paying attention, sir.
It's on our page.
Tisk,
Listen.
tisk, tisk.
I'm sorry.
Tisk.
I will join that. Also, keep in mind that I'll also put her Discord down there as well and her TikTok. But before we go, there is something that I did want to touch on. Now, the anime community on Twitter and other social media accounts have been going back and forth between the whole. What's the thing with the voice actors? They don't want African American voice actors voicing certain characters, which I find to be very.
Which is funny
I find
because they've been doing it since like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, which is bizarre to me. And it's not even just the fact of that, but they try to use the term night skins as a racial slur. And the African American community, including myself, has also turned that word into a very good word. Like, there's been night skin lore and stuff of that nature.
Oh yeah, they want to turn it into a show. Like,
That's a mess.
They want
to
to turn it into a show. Artists are getting together with comic book people, and they're trying to make comic books featuring more African American, like originally written African American characters. And I find it to be it's a good thing in my opinion because the communities, like us as a community, we're coming together. Anime enjoyers and African Americans are coming together to form a word that was supposed to be turned into a very bad term to a good term, and we're doing some good things with it. And I find that to be very good. It's very good. It's empowering. We're getting together, forming a community for
Yeah.
for younger African American kids and teens and whatnot
It's
to
a
have.
good thing to have a community that welcomes everyone, especially
Yeah,
when it's something as widespread as anime.
yeah, and give these original characters and some of these like small artists and writers some light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, all these people who don't want people of color voicing characters in anime are like the same type of people who would think it's okay for like a white person to voice a character who is a person of color in an anime. You know?
Yeah, and the whole like artists are even getting bashed too because they're draw the white characters black. Like there's Tanjiro being drawn as an African American. There's
Sick.
Luffy being exactly, and some people are just not enjoying or saying like, oh, how would you feel if we drew Black Panther white? Like that's not the point. Like the point is
Yeah,
it's art. It's how we're expressing
But
how we
th- but the thing
feel.
is also like with that specific example, even you can draw Black Panther white, but the thing is, it's the same thing with Princess Tiana. Like this character's whole thing is also that they are black or they come from a place that is only
yeah,
experienced through a black lens. So
yeah. There's a whole like part of it that is entirely lost if you if you make a character, like if you whitewash a character, is the whole thing lost. Because like with Black Panther, I don't even think there's like a way to not realize how messed that is, you know?
yeah,
Because it's like
exactly.
a character originating from Wakanda, which is a fictional, I believe, fictional, I believe.
Yes.
For all we know, fictional African country that is supposed to be ostracized from the outside world. So it's like, why would there be all these people, and then there's, oh yeah, there's Black Panther who's white, you know?
Exactly. I mean, my
I
thing is
mean,
it also plays into kind of the cosplay world where,
yeah,
say a white person can dress up as a black character and no one bats an eyelash, but the minute a black woman or man dresses up as, a character that is seen as white, may not necessarily be white.
I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. Like what to say? I don't know who it is, but I saw a black cosplayer cosplaying Uzui Tengen from Demon Slayer. Legally owns my soul. Legally. I saw the cosplay. Legally owns my soul.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cosplaying should be something for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah.
And do it in, like, don't criticize it, do it within reason. Like, I'll have people randomly ask me, because I used to make lots of TikToks about like the Disney movies and stuff like that, and people would be like, well, can I dress up as Kida from Atlantis? And I'm like, as long as you don't color your skin, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, no one is going to come for you and be like, how dare you dress up as this black character? It's like, no, as long as you do it respectfully, it's fine.
Yeah. So it reminds me of little kids who want to dress up as their like hero, but sometimes, because I remember like a little kid who wanted to dress up as their like here, like they were a white kid who wanted to dress up as their hero, who was an African American like scientist or like uh something along those lines, and it was like they could dress up as long as they don't like try to change their skin color like the parents try to. So that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and even to some extent, like, people will get in my comments all the time and be like, oh, well, it's different because those characters are white. And I'm like, they're in Japan.
Oh my god.
That's like,
The amount of just like ridiculous nature, because it's like that's the thing with all of Demon Slayer. It's set in like Japan, none of they're Japanese. They're all from Japan. It's Japan. Like, obviously they're not going to, like, it's not going to be some kind of weird that's how they're drawn. And
Yeah,
they're all drawn the same. They're all from this specific place. They're Japanese.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
very clear.
it's different than, like, say, a show that, like, it's an anime that takes place in the UK, like London, for example. Then it's like, okay, yeah, those characters are most likely white, Caucasian,
Caucus.
but they're still speaking Japanese because it's an anime. Like,
Yeah.
so it gets kind of messed up. But in my opinion, if a black person is voicing a character,
They shouldn't lose their job.
they shouldn't lose their job. It's their voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people are like signing petitions and whatnot to like.
Because, I mean, I didn't see
Get them
nobody getting mad that pretty much the entire cast of The Prince of Egypt was white.
Yeah, because they're only upset when it's something that challenges their perception of something. They don't get upset if it challenges someone else's, like, entire deal, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with The Little Mermaid. I remember I was working at a company and I was the only, individual of color at the time at the company. And I remember when they first announced that a black girl would be playing Ariel, and it was like an uproar. You would have thought like there was some sort of attack or something happening.
Yeah, they stopped it.
And I was like, why are y'all so pressed? And they're like, because she's supposed to be a ginger. And I was like, well, black girls can be born with red hair. You know that, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
And they were like, but she's supposed to be ginger. I was like, just say you want her to be a white ginger.
Yeah, they would never admit that they were like, oh, but she's supposed to be white, because they would never admit that,
Yeah.
because they don't want to be seen as racist. Though
Yeah,
what they're saying
bad
is
optics.
unequivocally very racist.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like
And
ridiculous.
I was like, dude, you act
Didn't-
like we wanted Ariel. Not a single black woman would say, oh yeah, we wanted Ariel. We want a girl who can't talk the whole movie and gives up her, like, everything about her
Yeah.
in order to get with some, like, old ass perv dude.
Mhm.
But like, here's what's even crazy. It's not even just that, but it's more the fact of like, even with heroes like Static Shock, he's African American, originally made hero.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales, he's considered Black Spider-Man. However, he's also Hispanic. Like,
Yep.
2099 Spider-Man, he's also Hispanic, and he's half
Yeah.
Ireland too. Like, Batman, he has in the comics a character on Webtoons. I forget his name, Jordan something, but he's also
Duke.
a Robin. Yeah, Duke. He's also a Robin, and he becomes
Can I
Batman.
say
at some
something?
point.
You mentioned two characters that immediately made me think about something. It's kind of off topic, but there was a trend with black heroes with electric powers.
Oh yeah,
There
look
is.
at Storm.
And when I looked it up, I looked up black heroes with, and the first result was electric powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Is guess what they're doing? They're coming out with a movie. The same people that made Spider-Man, Miles Morales. They're coming out with a movie about an African American woman with electric abilities.
Oh my god!
And I think they're getting confused that like they can have other abilities.
Well,
You realize that people can have abilities other than electricity.
well, even look at how they do Storm in the X-Men movies. I mean, Storm in the old school cartoon was my favorite because she didn't, give an F. She was straight up like, "Oh, we're going to go fight. Well, I'll just, have a tornado here, cause a hurricane there, ipso facto,
Yeah.
it is what it is." And everyone's like, "No, Storm, calm down." And she was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to just destroy the city."
I didn't mean to cause a global panic over the 5 hurricanes that created a freaking
right. But in the
ring
movies,
around the coast.
in the movies, they made her two things:
Light-
light
lightning,
skin, and they
lightning,
made her weak.
Yeah, And also, just use lightning.
Yeah, even though Storm is one of the most powerful X-Men in history,
Yeah.
and she's gotten with like half the the superheroes in Marvel.
She even got with Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, like
What?
she got with Nightcrawler. Like
That's a raccoon.
like the girl handles her business.
The girl, honestly, respect the grind. You know,
And
respect
What
it.
grind?
I mean,
Getting with half the cast and also a raccoon.
she's desirable, you know. She handles
Girl boss. I mean, come on.
But she's so powerful. Like she can even manipulate the air within someone's lungs if she wanted to.
Oh, pull a whole full airbender. That is.
Oh yeah, 100%. But in the movies, she's always like, "Oh, I'm so weak. I can't do anything. Oh, let me do one thunder strike, one little strike of lightning, and that'll be all I do for the rest of the movie."
Also,
see you in the
didn't she
sequel.
become? Didn't she become one of the Horsemen in the Apocalypse movie and then immediately get taken out?
I think so. I can't remember.
She was one of the Horsemen in the Apocalypse movie, and then she was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm one of the Horsemen. Yeah, I'm gonna attack you." Then it was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not anymore."
Oh yeah, yeah, that did happen.
Broke, absolutely broke.
But that's the thing. It's like even with people like Storm who have multiple different like abilities, most of the time all we see is her electrical powers.
There's even another example in the X-Men movies where Darwin, Darwin, the character who in the comics was able to survive like death itself through like evolution. Guess how he died? Shot.
It's crazy.
Just shot.
That's bizarre.
One of the strongest mutants in the comics, shot with a gun.
Yep. Period. End of discussion. I mean,
3 shots, done.
Now,
Okay.
real quick, because there is something that I want to touch back on before I end the cast. We're at an hour and 11 minutes, which is over most of the podcasts that we do. However, this was a very good conversation. I really do feel like we touched on a lot of important aspects of like what's going on with the anime community and our opinion on some of the animes. However, I halted myself earlier because I had to get a phone call. Dragon Ball is dead. And here's why.
Oh no.
Here's why.
Hold
Here's
on.
what drives me insane with this show. I was watching this show with my grandfather.
We're back, everyone. We're back.
And here's what's crazier than me. My grandfather introduced me to anime. My grandmother doesn't like it. She hates it. However, he would sneak me Dragon Ball DVDs to watch. So I would watch them religiously. And me and him,
Dragon Ball contraband?
me and him
Right.
would watch Dragon Ball almost every single day. And here's what's bizarre to me. We're watching it. I'm like, yeah, Goku. Yeah. As I got older, Goku is a terrible, deceiving individual. And here's why.
Uh-oh.
And here's why I don't like the show at all. They keep downplaying Vegeta. And they keep calling him the Prince of Saiyans. His dad is dead. He is now the King of Saiyans. Vegeta has a son, Trunks, who is biologically the new Prince of Saiyans. Here's what kills me even more. They introduce Goku's brother, Raditz, and they kill him. They don't revive him back ever, but they revive back Vegeta, who literally came to destroy the planet and almost was successful.
Well, they brought back Vegeta so they can berate him more and call him the prince, even though he's the king.
Exactly, and he was even wilder. You're not even in charge of anybody, because Goku can just one-shot you if he felt like it. And here's what's even more bizarre to me. They give Vegeta a new ability. Instantly, Goku screams, brand new ability. Goku has already achieved his goal of being the strongest hero or the strongest being in the universe. He's already proven it. He has Grand Zeno on his side. On top of it all, he's beaten everyone that's stronger than him that's come to fight him. Dragon Ball Super. We get Goku Black. Who beats him? Goku. Jiren. Who beats him? Goku does. And it drives me insane that they try and say that Goku hasn't reached his goal. His goal is to become the strongest fighter. He's already done that. His goal is completed.
Yeah, he's done that like 10 times now.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
His goal is done. Gohan, his son, that he didn't take care of, got used. He beat at 12. He beat Perfect Cell, which Goku couldn't even do. And then what's crazier is they make him a dad. They make him a dad. He's a good father. I like Gohan. I just wish that they progressed his singing training. Like they just didn't do it. It's just
I feel like all this explains to me why people are like, oh yeah, Goku's the most powerful.
He's not. Like
he's not, because the reason why he looks like he's the strongest is because every single character in the entire show is just like, oh, Goku has a new form? Guess I'm weaker now.
Yeah, or not even just that. They're
throws
just like
their entire power to the ground, like, fuck it, dude.
Yeah, or like
just
Frieza
kill
will
me.
train for like literal years. Like years. And get a new form. Go fight Goku with it and just lose. Because again, Goku's like, bro, like, you're ridiculous, bro. Get away from me.
I mean,
he fought Beerus.
I mean,
a god?
Yeah.
I mean,
and
in a
won.
way, you kind of see that same sort of trope follow throughout different anime, like throughout time. Like it's that same thing.
But
like even look at Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like, oh wow, everyone's so strong, and then here comes Gojo. Yeah, I'll handle my business with my lip gloss on, and I'll keep pushing.
Yeah, but put like this. With Dragon Ball, I feel like it's different because he's supposed to be a shonen anime. He's already completed his dream. He's done. There's nothing more he can do. He has a wife and kids, and the planet's safe. Like, and I think what kills it more is if Gojo dies, Gojo dies. If Goku dies, Dragon Balls. Like, there's no loss to Dragon Ball. Every character that dies gets wished back by the Dragon Balls. There's no loss in the show.
Well, I gotta disagree with you on a couple things there. I mean, one, if Gojo dies, every woman who's in love with him on TikTok and Twitter will riot. But
yikes.
Also, at the same time, it's like,
no, because y'all got Tengen. Y'all be fine. Y'all be alright.
Nah, I'm good.
Tengen?
I'm good. As you see
my boy Uzui?
You see, the way my anime daddy harem is set up, I'm kind of, I'm more so into the muscular dudes. But there's still money to be made when it comes to Dragon Ball. Yeah, they know people are gonna see the movie. They know people are gonna buy the merch. So hey,
you gotta let it go. That's like carrying out. It's like carrying out Naruto. They're doing that too. They're carrying out Boruto.
Oh yeah, and Bleach.
And Bleach. Yeah. Bleach should have been dead.
The thing with Power Climb animes that is like, because I will always think that my favorite isn't even a Power Climb anime. It's like One Punch Man takes the whole like thing with Goku being like, oh, I'm always the strongest person in the world, and just turns on his head like, oh yeah, Saitama is.
Yeah, but they make it funny. Like they make it to where like he's actually like trying to figure out like who can best his power. Yeah. Like. He understands that he can one-shot villains. That's not the issue. The issue is he's just tired of it.
Yeah, he's tired because like he got what he wanted. He didn't even really get what he wanted because he wanted to be a hero because he got beat up bad. But then it's like, oh, I'm a hero now. I can save literally anyone. But like now you're just kind of like dealing with everyday shit because that's what you want to focus on with a character who can beat everything. It's going to the grocery store or going like to the rock, like a noodle bar. Yeah. It's like because seeing all the other characters struggle and then seeing this one dude like show up in boxer briefs and just absolutely just like game end this creature. I remember as a kid, not like a kid, but like sitting in like on my couch like late at night watching like when like anime would play on like the television like late at night on like like Toonami. I remember there was an episode of that where One Punch Man. It was like more a serious episode where like it was like aliens and shit, and Saitama just kind of like said something really cool. It was like subtitles, so it was like he said something really cool. He just like flicked this rock or something, and the monster just exploded. And I thought that was sick as hell. And then when I saw it later and saw all this like funny shit, I was like, wow, this show's really good. I haven't watched a whole lot of it, surprisingly, but I still think it's a great show. It's like an amazing concept.
No, it's definitely a good show.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I've rarely met somebody who has not when we go back to like Dragon Ball and all this stuff. I've rarely met someone who either did not start their anime journey with Dragon Ball or just has not seen it to some extent.
I haven't watched Dragon Ball at all.
You haven't watched Dragon Ball at all?
Get out of this room.
My anime journey started with Tokyo Ghoul.
What?
I started it with Tokyo Ghoul. I started with this first season, Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh,
My friend introduced me anime and said you should watch Tokyo Ghoul, and so I did.
I guarantee I know who it is.
Don't say it.
okay.
You do know who it is.
Let me rephrase. Anybody who started their anime journey as a little kid, most likely
I was.
started with like Dragon Ball or
because it was
Sailor
on Cartoon.
Moon,
It
or
was on
both.
Cartoon. It was on Nicktoons.
I was probably like 12.
No, I'm talking like little, like single.
Well, yeah,
single
7-year-old,
digits.
6-year-old watching. Yeah, well, 6-year-old watching freaking Dragon Ball Z.
One Piece at 6.
Yeah, and then you can actually finish it by like middle school. No, you can finish it by high school. I mean,
Oh, I fully like used to run downstairs at like 5 a.m. in the morning to
To
go
get Nicktoons.
watch, like to crank on my parents' TV and start screaming the Sailor Moon theme song first thing in the
Oh.
morning.
all of my all my friends are obsessed with Sailor Moon, and I respect it.
Yeah, because she's
Respect the hell out of it.
solos.
And that's the
Yeah,
thing.
solos any verse.
But that's the thing, and it carried on throughout my entire life until like I got to Inuyasha, and then I bailed on that.
Good.
I bailed on that for Bleach, and then I bailed on that for Wolf's Rain, and I finished Wolf's Rain, but like just different things here and there. Jazz, have you seen Wolf's Rain?
No.
Oh, my heart just shattered.
What is Wolf's Rain?
Get out.
Oh, it's like you just punched me in the throat.
Look, man, I have a long list of to watch animes. Okay.
Wolf's Rain is single-handedly one of the best, but also saddest anime, in my opinion. It's so sad, but it's so good. And it was my first introduction into a black anime character.
Hmm.
Because it's pretty much, so you're going to think this is some sort of fever dream, right? It's pretty much like this kind of borderline apocalyptic world where
Okay.
wolves are like these fantastical creatures that are like of legend, and there's supposed to be this place called Paradise where this mystical kind of plant creature girl is supposed to lead the wolves to paradise, and somehow either through evolution or through magical powers, I don't know, the wolves can disguise themselves as people. And so you like in one frame you'll see the wolf looking like literally a wolf, and then in the other frame it'll be like some dude with a bomber jacket, and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's just some dude. And throughout the entire anime, it's just them journeying, trying to get to this place called Paradise because the world is ending, and all the regular humans are just trying to figure out what the heck they're going to do with their lives. And then there's a villain that wants to like kill all the wolves, and then also wants to get to Paradise, and he has like his own vendetta because he has like sort of a a Mr. Freeze thing going on where his wife is like dead and all this other stuff is happening. And it's, oh man, it's so sad, but it's so freaking good. It's so good.
All right then. Well, this has been a very fun podcast. This has been an incredibly fun podcast, and
No, this is probably like
no doubt thanks to Mariah, no doubt thanks to the it's very nice of you to join us.
Oh, of course, anytime, guys. This was super fun.
I just he was like the very nice.
It's very nice of you to join us. Shut up, Jaden. So, tell everyone where to find you.
Yeah, so my TikTok is the other Mariah. If you like anime and you like, you know, hearing someone commentate over some of your favorite shows this year and last year and whatever, you can find me there. It's also the other Mariah on Twitter. Also the other Mariah on Twitch, and my Instagram is you would think it would be the same, but it's not. It's DFW Food Girl because I'm also a huge colossal foodie as well. So
Interesting.
yeah, oh yeah. It's
Because we just did an episode with a
We just last one I was on was foodies.
Yeah, he's a
Was the
food
foodies
reviewer. That's crazy.
foodies
oh
episode.
yeah. So I do food photography as well as like foodie trips all over the country and all kinds of stuff. So
Damn, we gotta do a part 2 soon.
oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me, and I'm probably gonna launch a YouTube soon, maybe.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Don't quote me, but we'll see.
Well, we don't have to quote you because this is being recorded. Anyway, yeah. Hell yeah, definitely. Hope everyone here checks you out. If you're not already following, definitely go follow Mariah at the other Mariah. Get her up to 100. Get her up to 100K. Honestly, about time.
I'd probably pass out.
It's about time.
I'm working hard for it. I've said if I get to 100K, I will get my first anime tattoo. So
Gotta get that.
Yeah, we
gotta do that.
I'm saying
gotta
it
get the
on
first
the
tattoo.
record here. I will get my first anime tattoo, and I will document
This is
the
getting clipped.
entire
This is
process.
This section is going to get clipped and put on TikTok on our account. Definitely.
Joseph, make sure you clip this whole
Joseph,
section right.
hold on. Let me just yeah.
Take your time. Yep.
I'm a woman of my word. I will stick to it. I will document it. Whole process.
Oh boy. Oh. All right.
Hell yeah.
However,
You know what? Gotta respect the grind.
You do. However,
Got to.
However,
listen here.
That being said, we've come to come to the end of the episode. Been a pleasure. Been a pleasure being here. Been a pleasure having you, Jaden. Guess is out.
Now it is my turn to speak in here.
You get the talking stick.
Yeah. Now I don't know what to do with it because I wasn't prepared for this. However,
yeah, I love putting you on the spot.
However, I do want to let you guys know that the next podcast that we're gonna have is gonna be June. It's gonna be the following week of June 10th, that Tuesday. We're gonna be talking to the Ace Blade, who's an African American comic book author, creator, and owner of his own store. And I forget where he's actually located. However, I will get more information as far as we get into June and closer to the podcast date with him. Again, it was also lovely to have Mariah on here as well. We'll put all of our links, including hers, in the link in the description below. And
Thank you, Mariah.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, and we can't wait to see you guys in episode 5 of the Poporium.